right, so we're done at the con, back home. It's Monday, and I want to show you guys my haul, kind of give you my post-con thoughts, and yeah, let's get right into it. Star Wars number 3, first pickup of the con. This was price tag at 50 bucks. I got it for 40 bucks. It's one of those, you know, I see it on the floor, I see it in person at all, and if it's in good enough condition, I'm trying to complete 1 through 10 in a 9.0 or better. Strong case for a 9.6 right here, maybe a 9.8, but 40 bucks. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Pull the trigger, gotta do it. Pick it up. We're one step closer. Another one, Star Wars number 6. This one, a few ticks on there. Not super stoked on the copy. Got it for a bit cheaper than this $40 price tag. I kept seeing it on the floor for a lot more in about comparable conditions, so not upset about it. Again, it's going to complete the 1 through 10, and I'm going to work on slowly upgrading each of these copies. And yeah, but overall, not a bad get. Not a bad get. These next few here were from a single dealer. Pretty much the next like 10 books, 12 books, all from the same guy. Multiple visits, basically, multiple hauls. All right, so a Marvel Secret Wars number 10, one of my favorite covers right now. I have 2 newsstand copies of this, and I believe 2 or 3 direct copies, I think, but I didn't pick this up. I'm not trying to pick these up unless I think they can 9.8 or better. So this one, really strong copy. I believe it's a 9.8. Dr. Doom. This cover is menacing. It's everything you want in a cover. Really cool looking, really cool looking. Same thing here. By the way, I picked this up for probably about 8 bucks, $8 to $10, I think. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, first cover appearance of Spot. This is number 99 right here. I have a newsstand copy of this as well. I'm getting cleaned and pressed right now, but figured I'd pick this guy up because I saw it and it was cheap, super cheap. Another Secret Wars number 10, right here, Dr. Doom. Again, direct copy, no spine ticks, no visible wear or anything like that. 10 bucks. Marvel Secret Wars number 1. I got this, I think, for about 15 bucks, something like that. Direct, again, I feel like this is a pretty close 9.8 candidate. Didn't want to pick it up unless it was. Really clean copy, really happy with this. I got this in a haul with, what did I get this in a haul with? Secret Wars number 8, which you guys saw. Secret Wars number 8 with this, and then one more book. I forget which book it was, but I got all 3 of these in one haul for $2.50. Yeah, really strong play there. Let's see here. This book, Amazing Spider-Man 134, first appearance of Tarantula, I believe, and a second appearance of Punisher. Correct me if I'm wrong, but key. Figured out that this was a key while, you know, going through the bins, and had a $40 price tag on it. After the whole weekend, I saw this a lot, which you'll see here on screen. I saw this book a lot, and it was a lot more expensive than this in comparable condition. A lot of spine ticks, a lot of wear. It's early-ish Spider-Man. It's a fun cover. I like it. It's a key, and I saw it. I was like, it's kind of a deal. So I was like, you know what? Let's have some fun with it. Yeah, I couldn't resist. Honestly, couldn't resist. Star Wars Jedi. Picked this up. Star Wars. Liked it and had it bundled with a bunch of other stuff. Kind of a deal. This next bunch here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 Thrawn covers right here, 1 through 6. Gonna get these all clean and pressed. Number 1 is a little rough. Not like rough, but definitely needs to be clean and pressed. Number 6 is pretty much perfect. I could send it off to CGC right now, and I believe it would 9.8, along with maybe 2 others. But I'm gonna take a deeper look into these and see if they're all, you know, worth it, and also what the 9.8s or the 9.6 what the FMV is, and yeah, it's got to make sense. But right now, 1 and 6 are the top candidates to get graded as far as value or return on investment. These next 3 here I picked up, same guy, final day, Sunday. You guys saw this in the video, but Incredible Hulk 156 right here. Picked this up blindly because the customer right before me put it down, declined the vendor's offer, and I was like, I'll take a look at that. And I figured, you know, I'd grab it, try and bundle it in with some other stuff, kind of just see what I can do, work out a deal. Didn't realize this was a key until after I got out of the con and checked Key Collector. Thankfully I did. I mean, I guess thankfully I did, but thankfully I picked this up. This is kind of some spec behind this with Quantum Mania, upcoming Quantum Mania. But yeah, 156. I got this for about I'd say 30 bucks right here. 30 bucks on this, and then 30 bucks on this guy. Marvel Team Up 141, Spider-Man, Daredevil. Really feel good about this book. There's some color breaking on the cover up top here, and then just on the side down here, but it's not the end of the world. I got it for 30. No, like, there's no spine ticks or anything like that. Really happy with this copy. I've come across worse looking copies and like not great. This copy, 40 bucks. All the other vendors in the room, anyone that had this, it was like 150 plus, maybe 100, 150, 200 bucks. I got it for 30 bucks, so I had to take it. This was the last book that was bundled in that mix. Didn't think I'd come across this on Sunday. I thought that there's no chance that any of these would be lying around. I was fortunate enough to find it in that whole bundle, that space with that vendor. Newsstand copy. I think this is maybe a 9.4 candidate, 9.6 candidate if I'm lucky. On a good day, I got to see how this looks after a good clean and press. But overall, really happy with this. The color, everything's like really nice and saturated well, or well saturated. But yeah, paid 200 for this, which is on the higher end of like what it's probably going for, between 170 to 200. So I saw it though, and I couldn't unsee it. I had to go home with it. If I had the money in hand, which I did, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna snag this. The last little bunch here, I stopped with a guy named Brad, vendor that drove up from LA. Last day, final sale, like right before I ended up leaving. 3 Fantastic Four books. Number 44, First Gorgon, I believe. Yeah, Gorgon, First Gorgon. This, very good, fine condition. Not bad. I paid maybe 30 bucks for this guy here, maybe 30. Yeah, not bad. Galactus and Silver Surfer, number 74. I paid about 70, I think. Yeah, around 70 for this. Like, I'm trying to figure out, because I spent $210 total on this lot, and I feel like I was trying to figure out what we broke it down to, but yeah, about 70 bucks on this. This is fine plus condition. Yeah, anything Silver Surfer right now, Fantastic Four. That spec train is riding fast right now, fast and hard. Last one, number 65. Paid about 110 for this, and this is fine minus. Yeah, I was happy with this. This is a key. First Ronin, I think. I don't know. I don't remember why. This was like the biggest one though. This was the biggest one out of the bunch. But the guy's basically like just kind of. I'm very new to all this, so. And I also didn't have my phone, so I couldn't check Key Collector, couldn't check anything. But the guys kind of gave me the rundown of like, this is this key, this is why it's important, etc. And maybe let my naivety get the best of me, but I trusted them. And in most cases, I'm kind of not that. I don't like just trusting people's word and then spending my money because they said something. I like to do my own research, but this time around I was like, you know what, like, he cut me a deal, like about $50 off, $60 off of the bunch of what he had them priced at. And I felt like if I get these well taken care of, like cleaned and pressed and stuff, I'll be able to see my money out of it. I'll definitely be able to get some sort of return, maybe a double up or something like that. But yeah, that was my haul. My plan with all these is to, you know, assess what the market says as far as their value in the respective grades, and then based off of that, get them cleaned and pressed with my guy Jake, Under Pressure Comics on Instagram. Any one of these that gets cleaned and pressed and graded is going to go directly onto Shortboxed. It was a pleasure meeting the Shortboxed guys this weekend. Met Kevin, spoke with Kevin a bit Friday night, and he kind of walked me through some of their inventory. They have a wild inventory for a show floor. Like, as a vendor, I didn't realize that, you know, typically that's not the case for apps. App like eBay, for instance, like they don't put merchandise on the floor that you can sell or look at or work a deal with. So Shortboxed was out there. They had all the slabs on their wall, all for sale, negotiable, and that's where I got my Star Wars #1, the 9.2 in the CVCS slab. And they worked a deal with me. It was, I won't say one of the best deals of the show, but it was definitely a great deal. And considering it was my grail that I was chasing after for a long time, at this point, a long time. They made my collection, my 1 through 10 whole. That was the last book I needed, and they made it happen. So, yeah, big shout out to Shortboxed. I'm excited to get these books clean, pressed, and graded and up on Shortboxed. I'm going to exclusively list these on Shortboxed. I'm going to do my best to keep Shortboxed updated. Speaking with Kevin, he recommended just keep tabs on where the market's at and consistently keep tabs of your inventory and make sure it's priced not aggressively but appropriately, where it's not an outrageous number, but it's like right around FMV, maybe a sweet spot a little bit below it, but you want it so it's an approachable number and it's not ridiculous. It's not 20% over FMV. So yeah, price your stuff to move. Price it competitively, and you're gonna see action. Overall, the Rose City Comic Con was a great experience. I got what I wanted out of it. I got what I needed out of it. It was a little bit of work, and it was a little bit of fun experience. You know, you just meeting who I got to meet. It was fantastic. It was incredible. The opportunity to get my stuff signed and graded, both by CGC and CVCS while I was there. Absolutely, that's what made it all make sense to me. Because now with the stuff I'm getting signed, or I got signed by Jim Lee and Giancarlo, those books in value should help pay for the entire experience, including me buying all these books. And then with these books, clean, press, and grade them, and they're gonna, you know, it's all funding itself. The hobby's funding itself for me, and that's what I'm trying to work towards, kind of keep heavy track of the numbers and the details and the fine print, making sure the margins work and it makes sense. And why not have some fun while I'm at it? Get those photos with Rainn Wilson and Giancarlo and Jim Lee, and then have some stuff to take home too, like the Gus Fring box cutter. Why not? You know. Anyhow, that is all. Thank you guys for watching this very, very long trip through the Rose City Comic Con 2022. And do me a favor, subscribe. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing this again. I just figured I'd throw this video out and put this together and share with you guys. But yeah, like the video, comment below. Let me know what your favorite book of this entire haul was. Did I do this right? I want to know below, did I do this right? Anyhow, thank you all for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and take care.